looks like I finally got it. Yeah, people were really wondering where's your discussion about the 8 ball. So, if you don't remember, this was a toy that um you know we kind of grew up. If you grew up in the 90s, if you grew up in the 80s, you remember this. And you're probably wondering when this little guy start. It actually started back in the 1950s. It was invented in 1946 by Albert C. Carter and a Bookman, and it was manufactured by Mattel. So one of the things about it was that you would ask it a yes or no question, and sometimes you would shake it, and then it would give you a multiple, like say like yes maybe, maybe not, and all that. So think where would the idea for this came from? It was inspired by a spirit writing device used by his mother, Albert C. Carter's mother, a Cincinnati clairvoyant. Um, and then Carter approached store owner Max Livingston about stocking the device, and then he called Abe, Livingston's brother-in-law and graduate of Ohio Mechanics Institute, and then would move over into 1944. Carter filed for a patent for the cylindrical device. You know, saying in, hey, 1946 to Bookman, and others, they say, okay, we're going to, try to, like, come up with this. And, they would try to, create the, originally tried to create the name for this thing. So they decided to create, combine the name of the founders, Abe and Albert. In this case, Alb Crafts. Um, and then, marketed and sold the cylindrical as the Psycho Slate. And then Carter died after the patent was granted in 1948. So his friend Bookman made improvements to the toy, and then in 1948, it was encased in a incandescent crystal ball. And that one, unfortunately, that one wasn't successful. And then they decided to say, we need to go look back at the drawing board to see how we can change it. And they said, okay, well, the changes that were made caught the attention of Chicago's Brunswick Billiards, which in 1954 commissioned Al Crafts to make a version in a black and white 8 ball, which was possibly inspired by a gag from apparently from, get this, a Three Stooges short. You Nazi spy.
Dicko, bickle, mickle.
Why, that's an 8 ball.
Sit right down behind it.
And if you didn't notice, the Three Stooges were actually, I think they were the first to actually make fun of Hitler. Or maybe they weren't. Maybe they were. I think that Mo Howard, he was the first actor to portray and then, make fun of Adolf Hitler before Charlie Chaplin. Because, their version of it was shot before the... Because although, Chaplin's portrayal was shot before the Stooges, film went into production. And, yeah, I think I had one of these as a child. Like previously said, they were pretty big. Like, you would show them up, back in the 90s for, say, things like Toy Story.
Just one?
One toy? Will Andy pick me?
Don't count on it! Oh!
And I feel like, say, folks were real... I think one of these reasons, folks were wanting me to... They wanted me to perhaps ask silly questions. One question I shall ask, though, is 8-ball. Am I going to need, to try to, get a bigger bra size eventually? Come on, show me an answer. Yes. Although, you know, there's... I bet some people are probably saying, like, look in the comments, you're probably saying, we didn't want you to ask that question. Apparently the thing can give you 20 possible answers, and it was designed by Dr. Lucian Cohen, a psychology professor at the University of Cincinnati. Like, say the affirmative questions were, it is certain, is decidedly so, without doubt, yes, definitely, and you may rely on it. And as I see it, most likely, good, yes, signs point to yes, negative or neutral was reply hazy, try again, ask again later, better not tell you now, cannot predict now, concentrate and asking again. Negatives were don't count it, my reply is no, my sources say no, outlook not so good, and very doubtful. Okay, I'm going to ask one final question. 8-ball. Will people get over, will people get over, move on from, will the Snyder fanboys get over the new Superman movie? I don't know about that. It says it is certain. You're probably wanting me to, you know, ask something else, but...
On second thought, throw him to the lions.
But we have no lions. How about the tigers or the cubs?
Or the Giants?
Why have we no lions?
Because there's no bones in ice cream.
Well, we... How can I throw anyone to the lions when we have no lions?
Oh, no.
That's all I can think of. See you.